I'm running for the State Board of Education. Real quick, I've been doing this for 5 years. I have been working with parents and teachers in the education system for 5 years in the grassroots. I was doing this way before campaign season started. I will be doing this regardless of who wins this race, and I'm the only candidate that can say that for sure. I'm running on things like merit-based promotion only, no more No Child Left Behind, and everybody gets promoted for no reason. I'm running on not only get back to basics, which everybody's going to tell you, we got to get back to basics. Well, if our classrooms are not secure, then we can have the best curriculum in the world, and it's not going to make a difference. We've got to give teachers the rights back to the classroom so they can have a secure classroom and stop being assaulted every day in our schools. And also with that, to support teachers, we've got to get parents back in our schools to help teachers, to help students. Parents are not the ones shooting up schools. Parents are not the ones abusing our kids in schools. They need to be back in our schools. And then we need to restore classical education. 1st through 6th grade needs to be dedicated to mastering the English language. They can't reason later. They can't get ready for college, career, military readiness if they're not passing 3rd grade English. So classical education, that has got to be priority number 1. And with that, I propose that we start debate classes starting in elementary school and teach kids reasoning, teach kids the Socratic method. Why do you support this? Why do you not support this? Make them argue the other side of an argument so they're no longer with bullhorns in our faces when they disagree with us. We have had emotionally raw children for way too long, and I'm pretty done with that. And with all of those things, which by the way, none of them cost money, it would cut money, our depression and our suicidality rate will decrease. We're spending so much time talking to our kids about depression and suicide and cutting and all of these terrible things. We're not giving them a chance to learn and to be self-sufficient. We're keeping them unstable, mentally unstable. We have got to allow them and give them the tools to be successful, proud adults. And then in taxpayer-funded lobbying, we've got to get rid of Texas Association of School Boards. They're deadly. They're killing our school boards. We have a new Office of Inspector General that, because of the misconduct report that I was the co-author on, we now have in the Department of Education. The problem is, it's with the TEA. We wanted it to be an independent Office of Inspector General to investigate waste, fraud, and abuse, both physical and sexual abuse in our schools, but also fiscal abuse in our schools. But we're very optimistic about that office, and if we don't put the right person in the State Board of Education right now, that office is just going to be another bloated finger of the government that is ineffective. And it's the, Rooster watching the hen house, or the fox, or somebody's watching somebody. And it's not effective. And get rid of screens in the classrooms. Got to get rid of computers in the classrooms. They belong in libraries and computer labs. And then a 20 by 30 initiative. We need to get back to 20 kids in the classroom. No more waivers for classrooms to have more than 20 kids in the schools. And my last point is the 65-cent standard. The 65% standard. Right now, 45 cents out of every dollar has to be funneled to the classroom. Only 45 cents of every dollar. That needs to be raised to 65 cents, and it cannot go to administration. We have too many administrators, not enough teachers. Administration across the country has grown 700%. I don't know a teacher that's gotten a 700% raise, but we've got superintendents on average making $300,000 to $600,000 a year, and that needs to stop. Our kids can't read and write. You don't get a $300,000 to $600,000 paycheck if your kids can't read and write. I'm the only candidate that will be doing this before and after the election. I am the only candidate that has been called to do this, and I will be doing this regardless. I'm asking for your vote. The big money is not supporting me. The big money has asked somebody to run against me. And if we don't put somebody in there that's willing to stand up to whoever that may be, the governor, whoever it needs to be, it's going to be status quo. We're going to get the same illiterate children that are angry and anxious and suicidal that we have right now. And I'm the only one that they're actively trying to keep from getting in to the State Board of Education. So please vote for me. We need your help. We need your boots on the ground. We need you at polling locations for early voting with signs. I don't have a giant team putting up signs everywhere. So anything you can do, more for TX Kids. I have these that have my whole platform on them. Come get them. And it has all my endorsements. I was just endorsed by the True Texas Project, Rio Grande Valley, Grassroots America, Latinos for US. I've got lots of endorsements. So with Grassroots, I don't have the big money endorsements. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I'm so glad I got to see you, and I'll come down anytime you want me to chibber chabber.